Good morning. The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session with the Honorable Tanisha Yancey presiding. While court is in session, there will be no talking, sleeping, lying down, driving, no wearing of any hair garments unless it's for religious purposes only, no chewing of any gum or reading of any material, and you must be properly dressed when the judge asks you to turn on your cameras. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, and good morning to all of you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
So just a few housekeeping matters. When I say ready on Burton, I expect for whoever name I say to turn their cameras on and be ready to proceed. That means being seated somewhere stable with a stable connection where we can hear you, also making sure that you are not lying down or that you do not have any head garments on. If you do so, if you turn your camera on and I see something that is not appropriate for court, if you wouldn't wear it in my courtroom or if you wouldn't lie down in my courtroom, I expect for you not to do so on Zoom. Ready on Omar Burton.
Ready,
Okay, yes,
Ready, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Omar Benedict Burton, ticket number Z8088271, operating while intoxicated. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werbling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Burton. Sir, could you state your name, please?
Omar Burton.
And Judge, this is the date and time set for a pretrial. It's my understanding Mr. Burton wants to waive his jury trial rights, but he wants to have a trial before Your Honor.
Is that correct, Mr. Burton?
Yes.
Okay. So the court is going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf and set this matter for an in-person trial on August 25th at 8:30 a.m. That's in-person trial, August 25th at 8:30 a.m. And your $0 personal bond will be continued. In
Okay.
person.
August 25th. Is that a Tuesday?
That is
A Friday.
a Friday. And in case you were not given any conditions of your bond, I would like to make sure we reiterate that you are not to be, were your license taken or
No.
restricted in any
No,
way?
I wanted to ask the question because I need a Tuesday specifically if it's possible. I talked to him about it. But
Yeah, for Tuesday.
August 29th.
Seriously, are we doing that backwards trial? No. The backwards trial isn't on August 29th?
Is it on August 29th?
No, the final pre-trial is 29th and the trial
Trial
is
is
the
on
30th.
30th. Right.
Can you do August 29th, Tuesday, August 29th?
yes, as long as it's Tuesday, yes.
Okay. So conditions of bond, I will repeat you or we'll go over again, is you are not to be drinking and driving. You are not to have any further police contact. You are not to actually engage in or even partake in alcohol or any substances, that's marijuana or any illicit drugs as well. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, and we will see you on August 29th in person, sir.
In person?
In person. For the third time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, Mr. Worthing. Thank you. Feel free to go.
Okay.
Mr. Burton, I'll be in touch with you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ready on Barcenas.
Yes, Judge. Yes, we're ready.
Mr. Workman, I'm not asking you. I know that you're ready, so
Oh,
I'm just
sorry.
giving them the heads up to make sure
Okay.
that, like, I made my disclaimer for them to turn their cameras on when I say ready on the case.
I'm
And
sorry.
I thought I
I'm
said
sorry.
that, and Ms. Barcenas still did not turn her camera on, so,
I didn't know how
That
to
is-
turn it on.
okay.
I was looking further away. I'm sorry.
Now calling the people versus Diana Sanchez Barcenas, ticket number SP 131-68352, one count of unregistered untitled vehicle. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werwing, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Diana Sanchez.
And today is the date and time set for pretrial. How would you like to proceed?
Judge, I discussed this matter with Corporation Counsel. She does have valid documentation. Is fully registered, so we'd move to dismiss for those reasons.
Okay. Do you also have insurance? I'm just checking. It has nothing to do with your current matter, but do you have insurance now?
I do.
All right, so the court has verified that, well, the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court verifies your car registration is currently valid. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Make sure you're keeping that document in the vehicle with you at all times.
Okay.
That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hmm? Now calling the people versus Kelly, I'm sorry, ready on Kelly Bradley. I should have said that. Now calling the people versus Kelly Kiara Bradley, ticket number SP 144-6681, count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, 11 to 15 miles over the posted speed. Count 3, expired plate. Please state your appearance for the record.
Werwing, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Kelly Bradley.
Judge, this is the date and time set for trial. I don't believe an officer has checked in or appeared, given the time and those reasons. We'd move to dismiss at this time.
Ms. Bradley, did you hear me say when I asked you to be ready to make sure you have no hats on your head and that you're seated and you're ready?
I thought you said no scarf. My hair just wasn't done, so I put on a hat.
So, yeah, I
No
said
head
no
garments.
hats. I said no hats. My clerk has said no hats. No hats.
So you want me to just see it?
No. Do I want what? I'm sorry.
I said, so you want me to just take it off? Like,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Mr. Workley, was it 3 on your docket? Were all 3 charges
That
on
was
your
3
docket?
matters, yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you. So, officer, the court has verified that Officer Rule didn't check in?
That's no for me.
Okay, so the court has verified that Officer Rule didn't check in this morning, either virtually or in person. Therefore, your matters will be dismissed without prejudice, ma'am. And Mr. Workman, did you explain to her what without prejudice means? Because this is Officer Rule's case, and I'm not sure. He's usually here, so I just want to make sure that she understands that it can come back if they so choose.
Judge, I did not. I will just explain for the record. That just means if the people decide to refile the matter in the future, they can. Ms. Bradley, you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you,
you're free
Judge.
to go, ma'am. That concludes your matter for today. You're free to go.
Bye.
Ready on Cameron Brooks. Now calling the people versus Cameron Taylor Brooks, ticket number P1417046, one count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Morning,
Mr.
Judge
Work-
Ben Worthing, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, please.
Cameron Brooks.
And Judge, this was going to be a move for dismissal based upon valid documentation.
Okay, so the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified that you do have current and up-to-date plates. Therefore, your matter will be dismissed without prejudice. Did you obtain insurance yet on the vehicle?
Me.
It was for, no, I'm sorry. So let me swap that around. The court will acknowledge the fact that an officer of the court has verified that you do have valid insurance. Therefore, that matter will be dismissed without prejudice. At that time, you were stopped for expired plates as well. Did you update your plate?
Yes.
And did you pay that ticket already?
No, I have not.
That ticket would have gone into default. You need to follow up with the court. I think, let's see, just looking at it to see how much you owe. A moment.
Mm-hmm.
You still owe 174 on that. My advice to you will be either to come in person and set up a payment plan if you're not working or if you don't have $174 immediately. Otherwise, you could go on to 36districtcourt.org, pay half, and then go back on 2 weeks from now and pay the other half.
Okay.
You don't want to have any further matters before me, especially before me, without this being taken care of.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Ready on Bureau. Now calling the people versus Rashida Barrow. Ticket number P1460034. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, fraudulent false insurance information. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Judge Ben Worthing, P64889 on behalf of Ms. Farrell. Could you state your name, please?
Rashida Barrow.
Judge, I discussed this matter with the prosecutor. They're agreeing to dismiss both matters. She's in compliance.
They're willing to dismiss both matters because of what?
That's correct, Judge, because she's in compliance. She has valid insurance.
Okay. Okay, so the court will acknowledge that an officer of the court has verified your valid insurance, Ms. Barrow. And thank you for being responsible and getting real insurance, I'll say. And make sure that you're keeping it in the vehicle with you at all times. These matters will be dismissed without prejudice.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. You're free to go.
Bye-bye.
Ready on Brown, Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is still in the breakout room.
Hmm?
He's still in the breakout room.
Oh, these are the ones
That's the
that,
one with the officer.
oh, this one is too. Ready on Brunson, Anthony Brunson. Now calling the people versus Anthony Terrence Brunson. Ticket number SP 1460751. One count of driving while license revoked. Ticket number SP 1433338. One count of, one moment. Prohibited left turn. And there's one more on the docket that's not in the file. Ticket number SP 1393151. One count of driving without a license. Please state your appearance for the.
That's the ticket.
Oh, scratch that. Wait, what?
You need extended time to pay for that ticket.
Oh, that's still on here though. It's still on the docket though.
Yeah.
Don't scratch that. It stays on the docket. It stays on the record. SP 1393151. Driving without a license. Please state your appearance for the record.
Judge Ben Whirling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Sir, can you state your name?
Anthony Brunson.
Judge, he wants to waive his rights and plead guilty pursuant to the offer. It'd be failure to display and then dismissing the civil matter.
But if the officer's not available, the people are not.
Okay, and then the one that
I don't have contact information for him.
he has one that I believe the last one that was read into the docket, he hasn't paid. Is that correct, Madam Clerk?
Set for show calls, a couple of calls.
Before I accept another offer, I want to know what the status is of this payment.
That's actually, I'm gonna pay that on this Friday. I called the clerk 2 weeks ago and got an extension.
We wouldn't need an officer
You came into my courtroom 2 weeks ago and got an extension?
I talked to the clerk in your courtroom 2 weeks ago and she granted me until the 28th to pay it. So I'm gonna make payment on it this Friday.
I did it the 25th.
25th.
But I put it to the 28th.
So this is gonna be an additional $220 if I accept your plea. One moment. So we're gonna schedule this for the 28th. Did you plan to pay it in person or online?
Online.
Okay. Well, we'll schedule this for,
It's gonna take a minute if you do.
right, so I'm gonna do it for after the 28th because it may take a while for us to get it. So we're gonna adjourn this till August 4th. Mr. Geringer, will you keep the offer open until August 4th?
Yeah.
All right, and that's to dismiss the prohibited left turn, is that correct?
That's correct,
And
Judge.
and plead to the amended charge of failure to display on the driving with the revoked license?
That's correct, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Brunson, I will see you back here on Zoom on August 4th, and we will keep this offer open until then to make sure that you make due on your promise to pay the others. There's no way that we're gonna keep giving you opportunities to enter into plea agreements and you're not doing your part on the ones that you were already given.
I
Understood?
understand. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so see you on that date, sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. August 4th. This was for what? What was this at for?
Pre-trial.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going in the order of the files that I have. If I don't have it, if I don't have it file, I'll probably wouldn't. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have done either one of those. Now, ready on the Bay matter. Now call the people versus Bobby DeAndre Davis Bay, ticket number 237-752-2931. One count of no operator's license on person. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
And Warbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, please.
Sheik Baby.
What, wait, what's your name?
Bobby Davis Bay.
Bobby Davis Bay? Okay, got it. Is it Bobby DeAndre Davis Bay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, sir. Mr. Warbling?
Judge, this is the date and time set for a pretrial. He's presented a valid Michigan driver's license. That's been verified, so there's an agreement to dismiss.
The court will acknowledge the fact that an officer of the court has verified that you do have current and valid driver's license, or the court has verified that. Therefore, the matter is dismissed without prejudice. Sir, you are free to go. I'm assuming something's wrong with your camera.
Mine?
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Okay. That concludes your matter. You're free to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Now ready on Boykin. Ms. Boykin, you can turn your camera back on, but please be seated. You were making me dizzy walking around the house. Now calling the people versus Ivy Regina Roby Boykin, ticket number SP 146-00711. One count of no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record. Starting with the attorney.
And Warbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant. Your name for the record, miss?
Ma'am, unmute your phone and state your name for the record.
Ivy Boykin.
Mr. Warbling?
Judge, this is the date and time set for a pretrial. She has presented valid insurance at this time. We're moving to dismiss. We did discuss that with Corporation Counsel.
Okay, the court will acknowledge the fact that an officer of the court has verified valid insurance. Therefore, the matter will be dismissed without prejudice. You are free to go, Ms. Ivy. That concludes your matter.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see Officer Shabazz has come in to the courtroom. Which defendant was he here on? Was it Tenisha Brown or was it Bonner? Was it Brown or Bonner?
Bonner, Your Honor.
Bonner?
Brianna Bonner.
Are we ready to proceed on Bonner? Warbling, are we
No,
ready?
Judge, I still have to discuss everything with her.
With her?
Yeah, with Ms. Bonner.
Okay. Officer Shabazz, if you can just give us a couple minutes, I'm going to complete the cases that we do have in the courtroom currently. Ready on Tenisha Brown. So the reason that I say what I say in the beginning is so that I don't have to repeat myself 100,000 times for each person. But when I say ready on your name, please turn your camera on and be seated, ready to proceed. I'll say again, ready on Tenisha Brown. All right, ready on Antonio Brown. Is that the one that's still not out? Bonner and Brown. Ready on Shannon Baker. I know that you unmuted your phone, but you didn't turn your camera on, Ms. Baker. Mr. Baker, exactly why I need your camera on. Thank you, sir. All right, now calling the people versus Shannon Eugene Baker, ticket number SP 1460757, count 1. Drove while license not valid or improper license, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, ticket number SP 1460729. Expired plates. Please state your appearance for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ben Werling, P64889, on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, your name for the record, please. Or sir, your name for the record. I'm sorry.
Shannon Eugene Baker.
Judge, date and time set for a pretrial. Mr. Baker wants to waive his rights. He plead to count 1, amended to failure to display. The 2 remaining matters would be dismissed.
Is that your understanding of the plea agreement, Mr. Baker?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had an opportunity to talk to Attorney Werbling in the breakout room. Did he advise you of your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a guilty plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty on your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you actually are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and the entire truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down, turning your attention to May 11, 2023. Were you driving a 2014 silver Kia?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you driving in the area of Greenfield and Chicago in the city of Detroit?
Yes, I was.
And did you come in contact with the Detroit Police Department on that day, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
When asked to produce a valid driver's license, were you able to do so?
No, ma'am.
Satisfied, counselor?
I am, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied and will enter a guilty plea on the amended charge of failure to display on count 1 of ticket number ending in 0757. Count 2 will be dismissed without prejudice. The court will also dismiss the expired plates ticket number ending in 0729 without prejudice. The fines and fees assessed in this matter. Mr. Baker, are you working?
I just started getting back on my feet. Yeah, I'm working.
Okay. So the fines and fees assessed in the failure to display is going to be $220. And I will give you a little bit more time to pay that since are you saying you're just not getting a new job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll give you 60 days to pay the $220. My advice to you though is to ensure that you don't wait until September 25th to try to pay the entire $220. My advice is every time you get paid, you go log into the website and pay $50, $75. And so that by the time September 25th comes along, you have it paid in full. If it's not paid in full by September 25th, then you do need to appear back here on the same Zoom at 8:30 that morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're free to go unless you have any questions.
You said 60 days is up on September the 5th?
September 25th. September
25th.
25th. Correct.
Okay.
And if you don't pay it by September 25th, then you need to appear in court on that morning at 8:30.
That'll be it.
Yes. Okay. You have a good day, sir. You're free to go.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Ready on
You're welcome, Shannon.
All right.
Ready on Khalil Brown.
Get out of here.
Am I pronouncing your first name right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now calling the people versus Khalil Jamal Brown, ticket number SP 113-62171, one count of improper play. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Judge, good morning. Ben Werling, P64889, on behalf of Mr. Brown. Sir, could you please state your name for the record?
Yes, my name is Khalil Brown.
Judge, this is the date and time set for arraignment. However, I discussed the matter with the prosecutor. There was also some discussion that he had paid the civil infractions that were out of the same transaction or occurrence, the same traffic stop. But regardless, it looks like we're waiving our rights. We would just plead as charged if that's the best offer. He wants to resolve this today.
So what happened to the other two misdemeanors? Why aren't they on the docket? So why aren't the other two misdemeanors up today? One moment, Mr. Worthing, let me just double check. Did you see his name on the docket in multiple places today?
I only saw it under 8:30 for the one count, Judge. If I didn't look for the.
Okay, so after doing some research, Madam Clerk has discovered that we are actually here because Mr. Brown did not pay his fines and fees on the improper plate some time ago after taking a plea. Mr. Brown, I don't know if you, and I don't want to be insulting, but I listened to Dave Ramsey and he calls certain things stupid tax. So you're paying a stupid tax because you were originally had a $285 fee. It is now $402 because of fines and fees and late fees. And actually a warrant fee that the clerk has set aside. So instead of it being the $402, it is now down to $358. So it's still more than what you were originally supposed to pay. As long as you pay it, it'll stop going up, right? But you need to pay it, sir, and you'll stop having to come to court if you pay it. So it's $352. I want you to come down to the 36th District Court by August 8th and enter into a payment agreement or pay it in full on that date. It's up to you. But you do have the option to enter into a payment agreement on that day. If you do not enter into a payment agreement by August 8th, you need to log back here in on this Zoom on that morning at 8:30 to explain to me why you haven't done what the court has ordered you to do.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So hopefully I will not see you on August 8th because you'll have a payment agreement in place by August 8th. But sir, if not, I will see you on August 8th.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Worthing. Ready on Tenisha Brown now?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Brown.
Welcome.
Now calling the people versus Tenisha Lynn Brown, ticket number SP 1416172. Count 1, improper plates. Count 2, unregistered untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Please state your appearance for the record, starting with the attorney.
Judge Ben Werwing, P64889, on behalf of Ms. Brown. Ms. Brown, could you state your name, please, for the record?
Tenisha Brown.
Judge, this is the date and time set for a pretrial. She wants to waive her rights. She would plead to the first count, the improper plates. The remaining 2 matters would be dismissed.
Okay. Is that your understanding of the plea, Ms. Brown?
Yes, ma'am.
Give me just a moment. Let me check her and make sure she don't have any outstanding.
Yes,
Warrants.
yes. 6.
Okay.
We go over stuff.
Mr. Worthing, yes, please.
She owes money.
Yes, Your Honor.
We have 7 outstanding warrants.
Okay.
Give me just a moment to
Sure.
read these to the record, and then you and Luke can discuss a further offer.
Sounds good, Judge.
One of them she owed money.
Oh, one of the 7 she just owes money on.
Okay.
What's her outstanding balance? Mm-hmm.
$1940.
$1,940.
Yes. I redo this piece, right? Yes.
On one ticket?
On all our tickets.
Oh, all of them.
Oh, I thought you wanted all.
I thought you said one she
One of them
owed
she owed.
outstanding balance. She had outstanding.
She owed $386 on one.
Okay, so then. Okay, so as we think about the plea that she's going to be given, first of all, Ms. Brown, how is it that you owe the court $1,940?
Ma'am, your guess is good as mine. I have purchased a car, a Grand Am, and ever since I had it for about 9 months. It ain't even been a year yet. And every time that I've been to the Secretary of State 4 times, I bought it from a man that bought it from a lady. So I'm like, I need to get to this lady because that's who need to fill out the form that the Secretary of State gave me. Well, he said the lady is dead now. So every time that I would get in the car and go somewhere, the police would stop me. And I had got like 3, I think I got a total of 6 tickets. 3 one day and 3 another day. And so I don't know how I end up to know 1900. I mean, I really don't.
So you can't get a valid, so you can't get your car properly registered because the vehicle that you purchased, you didn't purchase it from the original owner?
Correct.
And the original owner didn't transfer title to the person who sold it to you?
Correct. From my understanding, during the time she sold it to him, she was in the shelter. And every time he was trying to, get to the Secretary of State with her, she couldn't get out. So once I purchased it from him, I was calling every day.
Let this be a lesson to you. You do not purchase a car. You do not give someone money until they are able to give you a clean title. They go to the Secretary, stay with you, and that exchange happens right then and there. Okay, let me see what else we have for you. I have to pull these other 6 or 7 out of warrant status. Give me one moment, Mr. Warbling.
No problem,
Mr. Warbling,
Judge.
if you want for Mr. Warbling, did you hear anything I said? Nothing at all, huh?
No.
Okay.
No, I
so
did.
Mr.
I did hear you. You wanted me to just give you a moment, Judge. That's what I
No,
heard.
no. I was talking and I must have been on mute. While we're waiting to figure out Tenisha Brown's warrants,
Okay.
can you go and talk to Antonio Brown and Kiana Bonner so we can get the officers out?
Yep, I'll get those done. I'll be back, Judge.
Thank you.
Yep,
Luke, you might want to come down to the courtroom so you can see these other matters if you want for Ms. Brown.
It's a lot.
Okay, yep, sounds good. I will be down there.
We possibly can bring
Thank
out a
you.
default. It's 2022.
Yeah, you don't have to. Because there's no rush to do it well.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know how. I'm just not really getting my license. I don't understand. The only tickets I got is going through this car right here. So I don't understand how would these tickets and stuff be like 1900 and warrants and stuff, because I haven't even had this car for a year and I'm just getting my license.
I don't
ma'am, I'll tell you. So you got 4.
In what year?
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you the year you got them, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
You got some in 2020.
And tell her what it was.
You got 4 in 2020, which was for no license, unregistered vehicles, no insurance, and no plates. You got them on December 22nd, 2020. You got another one on January 7th, 2021. Then you got another one on December the 24th, 2022. You got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 that day. Then you got another one on, December the 16th. Right. You got 4 that day.
It sounds like some of them tickets that y'all got is before I got my license, because the way I got my license, it was like I had tickets and they throw those tickets out and gave me another chance and gave me my license.
Reinstated. What year was that?
Where's my driver's license? Because I just got my license. Hold on, I'm about to see what's on my license.
When you say they threw them out, what program did you go through? Was it a nonprofit agency that was supposed to help you? Like, tell me, we got to be able to know, because right now all we have to go by is what's in our system.
I'm at work. I will have to go home and get into my paperwork. But
Do you want to reschedule?
my driver's license was issued to me 6/14/2022. That's what I'm saying. I'm thinking that like the tickets that y'all looking at are old tickets.
Yeah, they are old, but they were never paid.
No, they wouldn't. They wasn't never paid. But the program let me. I was able to get my license. It was from downtown. They gave me my license back and they throwed all that stuff out. That's what I was told.
So what we're saying is they didn't throw it out. So we need something to show, some kind of document that you have, because I mean, while I want to believe you, I got to keep my job and I need to have proof that this happened. And it happened when I wasn't here. So I need to see, and I don't have a way of knowing for sure what program it was, who threw it out, but whatever happened, it could be a clerical error. But if you have something to support that it should have been dismissed, we have to see it before we can dismiss those. Otherwise,
And
we
I
still
understand. I understand, but like I said, I'm at work right now. But soon
So what I'm gonna do is schedule you for another pretrial. We're gonna schedule this for a final pretrial, okay?
Okay.
On August 21st. That should give you time to be able to.
We give her 25th.
We're gonna give you the 25th, August 25th. That should give you time, that's a Friday, to find any supporting documentation you may have. When you do find it, you'll on August 25th, you'll log back into this same Zoom. You're gonna give the attorney, let them know upfront that you had all these outstanding matters and that you have proof that those outstanding matters were dismissed or thrown out in your terms, okay? So they're you're gonna send them the proof that they got dismissed and they're gonna send it to us so that we can go ahead and see what happened on our end, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So you'll come back on August 25th at 8:30.
Okay.
Okay, and even if it happens that, you know, these are yours, the ones that we're pulling out of warrant status, they couldn't have been dismissed. I won't say that they couldn't have. Let's just see. We'll see what you have, see what documents you have, what proof you have, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
Okay, so August 25th, 8:30.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ms.
Mr.
Latif,
Webber,
I tried to reach out to Miss Cole for Miss,
yeah, she told me she was coming, so
okay.
I'll try calling back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she may be in another hearing. I spoke with her a few minutes ago and told her sort of the lay of the land and what what we were able to offer at this point, which was, what I previously communicated to you, Ben.
Right.
But I think she may be stuck in another hearing. Not sure which courtroom she's in though.
Okay, no problem. I think I was doing a little bit of research. I think it might end up being a 6-month suspension.
Yes.
Oh, okay, there's all right.
Yes. I believe it's the harsher of the two, the immediate disclosure. So that was, the statute is 28.425F, subsection 3.
Okay.
I sent you an email with the citation too, or email with the the infraction.
Okay, I think some of it's going to, for some reason, one of it went to
Guys, what are we doing?
Judge, I need a missed call for Miss Bonner.
Call Miss Call and tell
I
her
think she in the case though.
she's in the trial.
Probably so, because she said he tried calling her too, and she didn't answer. Well, she answered.
What's the charge?
CCW.
The failure to disclose the CCW, Your Honor.
There's no MOU for that.
I don't think so. I've never heard of one.
I never saw the MOU. I keep hearing about this MOU, but no one has ever given me one or shown me a copy of it. Oh, so what about Antonio? What are we doing with him?
That one, Judge, I think it's gonna be a full-blown trial, but if I ask for one, I think it's gonna have to be live, Your Honor.
What's his
he's got
charge?
disorderly, no insurance, drag racing attempt.
Okay. Thank you. She said you got
I did receive the discovery from Luke on
she's coming, but she's
yeah, if you want to talk about it real quick,
we can schedule him for another trial, in-person trial, and then give him, is he gonna need, what is this? So at what point would they accept the fact that they need to have an attorney discovery in advance?
I agree, Judge. He might need a individually appointed.
Who was it that said that they couldn't do it? They said that we were sending cases to them that needed court appointment, that didn't need court appointed attorneys, but they all need discovery. So how is it that they're supposed to get discovery if they don't have a court appointment?
I think they were saying like certain cases.
All cases need discovery.
Yeah.
Ben, I sent you the discovery earlier, an email with the discovery for Brown. Yeah. I'm not sure if you received all of it, but I sent it over.
Yeah, I did. I got it. Yeah, I did get it.
There is some video too.
Okay.
They are putting. So we're gonna give him a new date an in-person date and have Latifa, well, we need his contact phone number so that we can have Latifa get him counsel that can get discovery and be prepared to proceed with trial. However, there will be no offer on the day of trial. Let him know that.
Okay. I'll go get his
So
telephone
you can,
number.
Luke, have you gotten the final offer from Luke today?
I believe that it is the disorderly as charged and blockading as charged. Is that correct, Luke?
And he doesn't want to accept that?
Not at all, Judge.
Okay, you can let him know that he can take, if he's willing to accept the misdemeanor of disorderly and the blockading, which is a civil infraction, then no insurance misdemeanor and the drag racing goes away and gets dismissed. If he takes it to trial and he loses, he has the drag racing is the misdemeanor, disorderly conduct is the misdemeanor, the no insurance is a misdemeanor, and the civil infraction of blockading will be on his record.
I'll let him know. Judge, there's also a recommendation that he go to mental health court.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was just, I had sort of floated that out there because it was my understanding that there may have been some mental health issues, but then why don't you join me in a breakout room real quick so we can just be clear on the offer.
Okay.
Do you want us to have someone from mental health court at least log in to see if we can do an evaluation?
Is that conducted prior to or I'm not familiar with the process.
I believe he has to be sentenced after he has to be sentenced first and then be transferred to mental health court. If it's if it's the same requirements or criteria.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, I'll say it's not part of the plea. I just I had thought that it may be warranted or an evaluation post sentencing. So I don't think
we'll have to take the plea and then sentence off of you two.